The city of Columbus is looking to spread out into the county. Last week, in a 4-2 vote, the Columbus City Council agreed to move forward with annexing parts of Lowndes County. The proposed annexed areas would primarily be in East Columbus, east of North Lindbergh Road, and east of Hargrove Road. Our Shawanda Jones is joining us in the studio for a breakdown of those details. Shawanda.
Andrea, the city of Columbus is approaching a crossroads at annexation. So the decisions made by the city council could not only reshape Columbus landscapes and boundaries, but also its future.
I don't think this is a good time for the city to be moving forward with annexation.
Columbus Mayor Keith Gaskin isn't the only one who believes annexation isn't a good option right now. In fact, there's a whole Facebook group dedicated to the cause, Lowndes County Residents Against Annexation. The group posted last week about the cons of becoming part of the city, such as restrictions on bonfires, firing a weapon, and loud music. But one issue tops the list of downsides for many: higher taxes.
Currently, those residents that reside in the county are paying county taxes and they're paying school taxes.
Michael Slaughter is an attorney with experience in government planning. He says the annexation will mean additional taxes for those incoming residents.
When they're annexed, they will continue to pay those too, but they would also pay city taxes, the ad valorem taxes from the city, so that would be added on to that.
Those extra taxes do come with some benefits: access to a higher rated fire station, street repair and construction, and city police protection. The study prepared by Bridge & Watson Incorporated reports numbers that suggest the city would be spending more in services than it would be receiving in new tax revenue each year, if the annexation does go through.
Does that make financial sense?
Now, the only way that makes sense if the city itself, prior to annexation, is in sound fiscal condition to where they can absorb that hit or that negative revenue once they annex.
Slaughter says when municipalities take on more expenses than revenue, usually they have a long-term plan to develop the area to generate more wealth. The public doesn't know the terms that were discussed since the vote to consider annexation took place behind closed doors.
Upon recommendation of our city attorney, the discussions that were going to take place then would potentially involve litigation. It would be difficult to continue discussion and come out of executive session to make that vote.
The mayor says he believes in expansion and growth and wants to make one point clear.
And I will say this too, let me say this, I'm not against annexation, but I think that when you do annexation, it should be in a timely, strategic fashion. And that's why I'm cautioning the city on moving too quickly on this.
The entire annexation process is still in its very early phases, so supporters and opponents will both have time and space to voice their concerns in official legal setting. We'll be sure to keep you updated as the story develops.